Welcome to Alexandra TV. I am Alexandra Villarroel Abrego and thank you so much for tuning in. This week's episode is a very special one because it's the last episode of the first season of Alexandra TV. Now, don't worry, don't panic. This does not mean that there will not be any new episodes in the future. Absolutely not. This just means that this summer we don't have any new episodes because we will be preparing for season 2 of Alexandra TV, which will begin in September 2015. Of course, the first week, as always, every single Wednesday, you will start seeing brand new episodes of Alexandra TV with new topics, with new coaching tips and techniques, and with other ways to really help you to become the best version of yourself and to create the life of your dreams, which is always the goal of this channel. I really also want to thank you for this first season, which was an amazing and great success. Before we started this first season of Alexandra TV, I believe we had less than 10,000 subscribers, I think. And now we're at over 25,000 subscribers. So that's really amazing. And I thank you so much for that. So this week's episode is a very special one since it's the last one of the first season of Alexandra TV. It's about what I've learned. So what I've learned over the past few years. I'm going to share with you a few of the things that I've learned, and at the end of the episode I invite you to write down in the comments below what have you learned over the past few years. So without any further ado, let's begin. I've learned that we are all here for something much greater and much bigger than ourselves. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't realize that. People come into the world and they go to school and they get a job, get married, have kids and get a house and then retire, and that's it. But in reality, your life is not about you. Your life, and this life, which is a gift that was given to you, is about something so much greater and so much bigger. It's about coming into this world to bring something to the world that wasn't there before you came. And the moment that you realize that, the moment that you really understand that this life that you have, this one life that you have, is a gift to the world, that's when you start thinking a different way, because you start to realize that you must do something great in the world. And by something great, I don't mean like, changing the world and discovering a new country or something. I just mean to bring this little thing to the world that will be there long after you've come. That's really what I mean. I've learned that our opinions and judgments of others are not their reality. They're our reality. They're just reflecting on what's inside of us. Think about it. If there's no negativity inside of you, how can you say something bad about someone? If there's only positivity, you can't say bad things or think bad things about other people. So whenever you are judging someone, whenever you are talking in someone's back, behind someone's back, ask yourself, what is inside of me? What's the broken part inside of me that is creating this, that is saying this? So always remember, it's not about the other person, it's about you, really. I've learned that relationships are the best instruments, the best growing instruments that we have in this world to help us heal the broken parts that are in our soul. I really, really believe that that's what relationships are all about. They're about two people coming together to interact with each other and to grow in love. It's very important. I think that unfortunately most people get into relationships because they're lonely or because they want companionship or whatever, but they don't see their relationship as an opportunity to grow. When you're in a relationship, most people, what they're going to do is, oh, he made me mad and he said this and he got me angry and I'm sad because of him and he broke my heart. But imagine if people would start doing something else, would start seeing relationships as a way of growing, and instead of blaming the other person all the time, just ask yourself, this thing that he did or that he said, why is it making me feel this way? So why am I reacting this way? What is inside of me that makes me sad or makes me mad about what he said or did? And that's what I like to do with my partner. I think it's the best way that we can grow, because that's what relationships are. When two people come together, it creates sometimes friction, and it's normal. But instead of always putting the fault in the other person, you need to go inside of you and ask yourself, how can this situation that we both created can help us grow? I've learned that love is an energy. It's an energy that we create in our lives, just like fear is an energy that we create in our lives. These two energies are opposites, and when you live in love, you live a beautiful, positive life, and when you live in fear, you live a negative frighten life, which is completely normal because it's all energy. Everything in the universe is energy and frequencies and motion. And once you understand how to use these energies and how to create them in your life, well, it changes. It really changes your life. I've learned that we are all one. We really are all one. We're all the same. So you are exactly the same inside of you as the most amazing person in this world, and as the worst type of person in this world. A lot of people have a lot of trouble understanding this, and it's the ego that says, no, I can never be this person, you know, this murderer that I see on TV and the news, I can never be that. But I want you to stop and think about it. Think about this person when they came to the world. Were they any different than you? No. They came to the world as a beautiful little baby, full of love, full of potential, and then things happen in their life that brought them to the path that they're in, and brought them to making the terrible and sometimes horrible decisions that they made. But at the end of the day, we were all always the same. And once you understand this, it really, really brings compassion to your heart, because you understand that, you know, it's sad. It's sad that some people ruined their lives when there was so much potential, right? But anyways, I really learned that at the end of the day, we're all one. And this also can help you when you see amazing people in the world. You often think, oh, you think, oh no, this is a separate person than me, and what they did is amazing, but I can never do that because I don't have what they have. No, we all have the same potential inside of us. I've learned that in life, you don't get what you want. Very often people say, I want this, I want that, and I'm going to use the law of attraction and all that. No, you don't get what you want. You get what you think that you deserve to have. So if you want something, but deep inside of you, in your subconscious mind, you don't believe that you deserve to have this thing, you will not get it. I've learned that the law of attraction, it really, really works. You know, when you really want something, you work hard for it, you believe that you deserve this thing, and you really focus on it, you get it. And this can work for the positive or negative things in life. You see in the movie Aladdin, when the genie says, your wishes are my command, and Aladdin says, no, but I didn't ask for that. And he said, no, you said it. So that's when you have to understand that words and thoughts have power. So if you're always focusing on positive things, you will attract that. But if you're always focusing on negative things, you will also attract that. I've learned that living a life of excellence and an extraordinary life really takes a lot of sacrifice, and a small percentage in this world are willing to make those sacrifices. There's a lot of people in the world that want a lot of things. They want to be millionaires and have amazing homes and travel and have businesses and write books, and they want all these things, but they will never be able, or be willing, should I say, to make the sacrifices. You know, in order to have the things that others don't have, you will have to do the things that others won't do. Always remember that. I've learned that we are entering a new era, and it's a beautiful, beautiful time in the world. A lot of people are awakening around the world. It's the age of Aquarius. Energy, the feminine energy, is coming back. For centuries, it was the masculine energy that was ruling the world, which is okay and it's fine. But now also feminine energy is coming into play. So it's really an amazing time. I will not say anything more because I will talk a lot more about this in the second season of AlexandraTV, but it's a very, very exciting time. So you should be very excited about what's coming in the world. I've learned that self-love is the hardest thing to do. Self-love takes a lot of courage, and that's why a lot of people don't love themselves, because self-love, it's about your ability to know what's right for you, what's not right for you, and sometimes what's right for you is not what you want, and sometimes what is wrong for you is what you want. So it takes a lot of courage to walk away from things that in the moment make you maybe a little bit happy, give you excitement, but you know very well that it's not self-love. But at the end of the day, I also learned when it comes to self-love that loving yourself, the rewards that that brings in the long term, it's all worth it. I've learned that it's not about how many degrees you have, or how many years you spent in school studying. I really believe that it's all about what you know and how you use it. At the end of the day, a piece of paper, a diploma, is not going to guarantee you living the life that you've always wanted, having the life of your dreams. It doesn't guarantee that. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, who spend years in university and they do nothing with that piece of paper, nothing at all. And they get out of there and they don't even remember what they've learned. Now, of course, I'm not saying, oh, don't go to school, you know. I'm not saying that at all. If you're in school, wonderful and great. But at the end of the day, that's not it. You need to make sure that the knowledge that you learn in your life doesn't only come from the academic world. You need to learn so much more in the world in order to be successful and to make it. I've learned that there is most definitely a greater power in the world that is in control of it all, of everything. And the moment that you understand that, the moment that you have faith in that power, it brings a sense of inner peace that nothing else can bring you. People call it different ways. You know, people call it God, Allah, the Buddha. People have different names for it, but I really think that religions are like languages. At the end of the day, we use different words, different languages, but when we feel something, want to say something, it all means the same, right? So I think that greater power, however you want to call it, it's all the same and it's there and it really has our back. I've learned that the hardest things in life, the hardest and most difficult moments that you go through in your life bring you the greatest lessons in life. If right now you are going through a difficult situation, difficult times, believe me, this situation that you're going through will serve you and will allow you to become a better person. That's what's beautiful about life. And once you understand it, it's like you embrace it. Once you understand that, okay, well, I'm going through this difficult situation. It sucks. I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good, but I surrender because I know that at the end of the day, this will serve not only me, but the people around me and maybe the world. You know, this has a reason. This has a purpose. And finally, I've learned that we are all doing the best that we can. We really are all doing the best that we can at any moment of our life, in any situation in our life. We're just doing the best that we can. And once you understand this, it allows you to forgive everyone. You know, the moment for me in my life that I understood this, I was able to forgive every single person who in the past hurt me because I look back now and I see they were just doing the best that they could with the information that they had, with the level of knowledge, if we can say like that, and awareness that they had in the moment. They were just doing the best that they could, and that's okay. You know, so I really want you to I think this is one of my favorites because it liberates you. It really, really liberates you to understand this, that we're just doing the best that we can. So that is it for today. I really hope that the things that I've learned in my life and throughout my journey helped you learn some things too. And like I said at the beginning, feel free to write in the comments down below what you have learned. Please share it with us because I would love to know. Also, don't forget to subscribe because yes, there will be no new episodes this summer, but I promise that on the first week of September, you will start having brand new episodes every single Wednesday for season 2 of Alexandra TV. I invite you to share this episode and your favorite episodes with your friends, family, on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, wherever really, so that we continue growing this community. Right now, like I said, we're at over 25,000, but I'm pretty sure we will continue growing and growing. So that is it for today. Don't forget to go on my website, AlexandraVillarroel.com, and subscribe to my email list because still every single week I will continue sending emails on Sunday, so you can of course be part of my mailing list for free and like that have other little tips and tricks here and there. So that is it. I will see you in a few months, not even 2 months. In 2 months from now, have a wonderful summer and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.